He said, "Don't stop him. He's on the road." So that's what we were doing with you. Like,
What
we
does that
wanna-
mean?
Yeah,
Just to keep going.
That's right.
Just keep going. Don't worry.
Oh man,
We'll clean it up later.
We'll clean it up later. When we got it cleaned up, that's why these my dudes, man. I like guys hold me accountable right there. Let me know. Don't just let me keep going. Let me know. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay. But there's a couple more,
Oh, yeah.
Welcome back to another episode of The Whistle. This is episode 8 with Coach Hart and Coach Pollock.
Episode 8, baby.
Episode 8.
Coach, I'll tell you what, man. This has been a good week. This has been a good weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
it was.
Like,
It
what was
a
the
good
movie?
one.
Radio, the guy said, this ain't an original quote, but he's right. There ain't nothing like looking for a win on Saturday night and Sunday morning when you find one, baby. I'll tell you right now. Especially in a rivalry game. Especially in a rivalry game.
Rivalry game. That was good, though, man.
That was a
to
big
come
one.
out and get started early.
That's right.
We wanted to do that instead of, leading out in the second quarters, leading out in the first. And I think that went well, man. We did some really good stuff together.
Yes, we sure did. I tell you what, I thought it was a good game. I thought we, went into a hostile environment. When you're in a rivalry game, you can't never tell the other team's always playing up. Both teams getting up for the game. Colorado State always plays Colorado tough in that game. It's like any other rival game. When you got rivals, you can throw the records out the window. And I thought our guys handled it well.
Yeah, I'm starting to think all of our games were rivalry games because everybody plays us like the Super Bowl, which is fun.
Yeah,
which
I
is
will
good,
say this,
man.
and I want to throw this out there
do a
because
lot of adjustments.
I did read this comment. Somebody made the comment last week that after we got beat by Nebraska that we needed to start taking rivalry games more serious. I just want everybody to know, in 2 years, we are 3-1 in rivalry games.
Yeah.
We are 3-1.
Yeah.
And we definitely understand the importance of rivalry games. We know who our rivals are and what we got to do to handle business, man.
Well, I just think the comment, the statement, to me is a little nearsighted in the fact that every game is taken seriously.
Correct.
And you want to win every game, regardless that fans or the history of the game may be considered a rivalry.
Right.
Anytime we step on that field with a team, it's a rivalry.
That's right.
Because there's two teams
It's a
on
good
there,
point.
and one is trying to
very
win.
good
So,
point.
yeah, I think I think the statement is a little fan based.
Yeah.
And
No
I
doubt.
understand that.
Yeah, I totally
get
understand
that from
that.
the fans. I understand that, but just know that we take every game like a rivalry, and games are hard to win, man.
Well, I tell you what, I got to shout out to all our fans, and even the CSU fans and their student section. Man, they were lit before the game. I tell you what, and they were creative. They had some creative signs up there that I got a chuckle out of.
Did you?
I
didn't.
They had a couple. They had a couple.
You up in the box, right? And then you
Well, I was talking, like before the game, just walking around, kind of feeling. I just kind of glanced up there. I saw a couple. I was like, okay.
You remember any of them?
Yeah. They was one girl that asked was Shador gonna stay longer than she was, and they ended up leaving before the game was over. So I think Bucky kind of busted him about that, I think he showed the sign, and I told him, I said he ought to have done the SpongeBob 3 hours later, 3 hours later. And everybody's filing out of the stadium, That's always good when you're at a business stadium, a rival, and then about halfway through the fourth quarter, you start seeing people go to the car early, I mean.
Well, you know what? Like I didn't notice that until the fourth quarter. Like the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
We kind of made a pretty good lead there.
Yeah.
And we were getting some other guys in.
Yeah.
So it's always good to be able to clear your bench and get other guys playing time.
Yes.
And I'm looking out there, and I glanced up, and I said, oh, the crowd is gone.
The crowd is gone. It's a lot quieter around here.
A lot quieter, huh?
Well, we did set another attendance record. The largest. There was over 40,000 people at the game, and that was the largest crowd that's ever witnessed a Colorado State football game at their stadium.
That's a nice stadium,
Yeah,
though.
it's a very nice stadium.
It is.
Shout out to Colorado State. Very nice stadium.
Is that a brewery in the end zone?
I think
over there?
yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Is that what I thought?
Yes, it is.
I thought that was.
I actually heard a rumor that there's a lot of consumption going on in that end zone.
Because there was a lot of people. I see why they have them standing too, though.
Yeah.
That way you let it flow.
You can't be too comfortable over there.
And you got the beer right there. Like,
got the beer right
literally
there.
just
Got the beer right there. You gotta love it, man.
That's crazy.
You gotta
man.
love it.
All right.
And all.
Okay.
Well,
coming off that Nebraska rivalry trip, Colorado State, of course, smaller school, smaller venue, but as it relates to their fan experience, the light show, the stuff they do, like, spot on, man. They put on a good show there. They know how to make it a hostile environment for the visitor.
yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Particularly having, a lot of times student sections just across college football or wherever the administration wants you to be.
Right.
Colorado State, they got you behind the visitor's bench.
Oh yeah, they got you dead up behind the visitor.
They do. They're right
Yes.
there. And then at the fourth quarter, when they did the light show and the lights got out, I thought it was the old 49er Ravens. Was that the Super Bowl when the lights went out?
Yes.
In New Orleans, when lights
I
went
thought
out.
they were messing with it. I was like, oh, now they're going to try to delay the game.
Yeah.
No, we got to keep this thing going, baby. We ain't
I'm gonna tell
delaying
you
the game.
what, I was impressed with the show between the third and fourth quarter. That was the light show and everything. That I got to give hats off to the folks at CSU. That was pretty impressive. That got me going a little bit.
Yeah. Well, you speak of rivalry games. I think something that's different that I'm not really accustomed to. In our day, dogs didn't talk.
That's right.
You played with your pads.
That's right.
You did that kind of thing. And now, man, like I don't know. Listen, I need everybody out there who's tuning in to do your research, because I want you to be well educated on when you talk to somebody who is not a Colorado Bucks fan,
right,
or maybe just not a Prime fan or something of that nature, and just look on any social media platform we put out. Have we ever talked about an opponent?
Never.
Have we ever put an opponent down? Have we ever took a shot at one? I just want you to do your research first, because I want you to be well educated on it, because we have not. It never happened. Now, we had people come at us and stuff like that.
That's
and I
right.
just remember when we played, dogs, we really didn't bark at each other off the field and all that kind of stuff. It was always about what you did on the field.
Our attitude is this: a lion don't have to tell a gazelle he's a lion.
Yeah.
If you a lion, then people knew.
Yeah.
So you didn't have to say much. There was a little chatter before that game.
It was a little chatter before that game.
It got on social media, and then after the game, one of the biggest chatterboxes wanted to try to make everything okay then, and I don't think it went well.
Yeah, with the quarterback, right? Well, let me tell you what happened before the game, though.
Yeah.
It was two things happened before the game. So the linebackers warm up on the visitor's side.
Yeah.
And so how Colorado State Stadium is made, the football team comes out of that, like the 50-yard line, like on the sideline, kind of like, Cowboy Stadium thing. They do that. And so we warming up before the game, and here comes 16. He runs out. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
And then he goes running around the stadium, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
I saw that.
At Shador, He's doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Then 11, all right, 11, the safety, right, that had the whole incident with hitting Travis late and stuff last year. He comes and he shoulder bumps Coach Jay Field.
I did see that.
Now, this is a coach, right?
I did see
who
that.
is retired.
Correct.
And I just want y'all to know, if y'all want to know about Jason Phillips, he is in the College Hall of Fame.
Yes.
He was a part of the Houston
he was
Cougars.
a first-team All-American.
First-team All-American.
Yes.
When they were setting all those records with Andre Ware, he was that guy at receiver and went to the league. Now, this is a retired guy.
Yes.
And he's not playing the game, but 11 runs up there and bumps him.
Yeah.
And then
Coach
says,
Phillips,
I wish you were playing.
Yeah. Coach Phillips does a few laps around the, just kind of, a lot of coaches in college football give him a little jog in for the game.
Yeah, get the
boy kind of threw him an elbow and then told him wish he would play. And I was like, boy, I don't think you wish he would play.
Yeah, no doubt.
I don't think because he was a bad man.
It's just stuff like that. I'm trying to understand.
I don't understand that.
This day and age, and it's not. I'm not just talking about Colorado State players or anything like that. I just want to know around what is this about?
That's right.
Is it because of the Instagram? Is it because of that? Maybe I don't know. I know we got a podcast, but we ain't never been on here talking about nobody.
No.
I know Uncle Neely would have us straight on that.
That's right.
So
we have fun.
Happening.
We try to have fun.
I'm just curious, what is that about? Because you do have to suit up. You
Well,
know you got to play the game.
Well, I'm going to tell you what it's about from my vantage point. And you started off with it, Hart, when you said we don't do that. And the reason we don't do that is because the head guy don't do that.
That's right.
So when I saw their quarterback and receiver with 2 chairs sitting on the field,
Yep.
cameras on tripod, cameras with the S, multiple angles, cameras on tripods, that's a message that's orchestrated.
Right.
Like if I walk up to you in the heat of the battle with a microphone and say, hey, Pollock, how you feel about this? And you spout off some stuff, that could be emotional.
Right.
When you set 2 chairs down like y'all sitting down,
That's right.
this is what you want to say.
You've had time to think about
Now,
it.
if this is what you want to say in an organization, that means you have been blessed to say it.
Correct.
Just like bumping a coach. You have been told, I don't care if you do that. Matter of fact, I like it if you do that.
Right.
So when I look at Colorado to Colorado State, there are some institutional, organizational things that are just different.
That's right.
Like, we don't do that.
That's right.
They clearly do. You two are coaches. Y'all know those saying.
That's right.
You're either coaching it or allowing it.
Yeah.
There you go.
They not allowing it. They coaching it.
What
They
you
are told
tolerate,
to do
you
that.
encourage.
Well,
That's
you know,
right.
and then here's the other thing I want every player to understand, and this goes over into all sports. I want y'all to understand this clearly. I understand the pageantry, and I understand the excitement of college football. I even understand why you have rivalries and people are kind of really hyped up in the stands and stuff like that. I love all that. Is great. It's not a bad thing. But your goal as an athlete is to be professional. A professional, and get to the next level. Right.
That's right.
Understand that player that's on Colorado State may be playing with you with the New York Giants or the Eagles, or whoever, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, whoever that may be. Y'all may be playing together, and then those rivalries don't mean that much anymore because it's about networking. Now you're on the same team. You should never let that passion get you to a point that you play outside of what you are, because guess who's there? There were scouts there.
There's no doubt.
I seen them. I
There's
seen
no
the
doubt.
scouts there. And there's some good players on Colorado
Yes.
State team.
They got
There's
some good players.
players on other teams that get looked at, and they are there not to watch you play the game, young man, because they can do that from the comfort of their seat.
That's right.
With a clicker and watch the video and see if you can play. They want to see your temperament.
That's right.
How do you lead your team when you're up? How do you lead them when they're down? Who are you talking to? Do you sit by yourself? Are you giving the right message? Do you have effort on the field through the plays that are not taped? You know, they want to see those type of things. So, guys, this is not a slander on anything, but this is also an educational part that you need to know, because we're coaches, right? And we do this for high school.
Right.
When I go to a high school game, you think I'm going there to watch you play football? I didn't watch the film of you playing football.
That's why
I
you're there.
want to see, yeah.
I want to see how you at on the sideline. How you at before the game. How you at after the game.
Yeah,
That's
all
right.
that. I want to see all that.
All that.
And sometimes I'm at the stands. I want to see when the game is over.
That's right.
Is your mom and them coming down?
That's right.
Who are you hanging with after the game? What's going on? Like what?
Exactly.
What is that? Are you breaking the huddle when it's over? Are you the one they break down on?
That's right.
What type of attraction or energy are you giving out? And I can say, hey, this fits our football team. We need this type of guy, this type of energy. So, players, just keep your head level, win, be passionate, dominate, all that stuff. But don't let it get outside yourself and you make your character into a bad name, because that always precedes you.
That's right.
Before you get there.
And you know, another thing too, Coach, is Coach Prime is one of the best at blessing young men. And with that, even the guys that's not on his team, he will tell NFL scouts, he will talk to other people, and he's not a guy that you want to have a negative attitude towards you, because he does have a lot of respect out there, and he blesses people. That I've seen him walk up to other players and tell them how good a player they were and how much he appreciated their game, and then talking to scouts and say, hey man, this guy at such and such school, he's a good kid, good player. We he competed against us. So it's not you don't want to burn a bridge with someone that's unnecessary to burn, because you can't never tell when you're gonna need him.
Yes, that's exactly right. You hit the. I mean, that was
and you
right
may
on
not
the
know,
head.
man.
That was
You
right
may
on the
not
head.
know he even knows you, but trust me, he does. And there's no reason to burn a bridge when you don't have to, especially with a guy like that.
That's right.
And I'll tell you something else. And then, like I say, the little incident after the game, which you're doing, the quarterback got a lot of press. And a lot of people saw that, but they didn't see what led up to it. They didn't see what happened before the game. And, my thing has always been this. You can't disrespect me in public and then want to apologize to me in private.
Yeah.
We can't do that. You got to come. If you came at me in public, you got to come. You got to get my forgiveness in public.
And for me, Coach, that's amen. If this was the Bible right there in red,
that's
it's
right.
like Jesus said it.
Yeah.
But you know what's worse? He didn't come up to Shador to apologize.
No. No.
It ain't like he was even trying to.
Exactly.
He came up, just threw his hand up like, I know you're going to shake my hand.
Yeah, right. And that's the other thing about it. If you're not going to apologize, that's fine too.
That's cool.
But don't come thinking I'm finna shake
it
your
moving.
Yeah, don't think we cool like that.
And maybe some people don't agree with me on that.
Right.
Maybe some people do. And I'd love to hear the comments.
Yes.
I would love for y'all to comment and see what y'all think. But honestly, if before a match, you talking all this, whatever, I ain't said nothing, but I'm ready to play the game, and then I beat you in the game.
That's right.
After you talk this match, we ain't got to shake hands.
No.
We ain't got to.
No.
We ain't got to do that.
And the thing about it, too, is this. A lot of people, I've seen a lot of people talking about this, a lot of grown folks. And the thing about it is I tried to put myself, when I was 21, 22 years old, oh, no, we wouldn't, that wouldn't have flown.
Yeah.
So, I'm at my age, and it's still, you can't come at me like that, and then me beat you, and then you come behind closed doors, and then you don't shake hands to make everything like it's okay. No, I need that same energy you had before the game, after the game.
That's right.
You know.
And I think we need to clarify something too. I want everybody to understand. I believe personally, myself, there's a difference between being on the field, in the midst of battle, and there may be some words exchanged.
No doubt.
Or some junk talk because you're in the midst of battle. Now, did I do it? No. Most of the people that I know that went higher than me, that excelled, even like our coach who's a Hall of Famer, even like Sapp that's a Hall of Famer, on the field, they never talk. They let their pads be the do all the talking. But if you are in the mix of the game and you talking just like a basketball game, pickup game, 7-on-7, you talking mess, then after the game is over, yeah, we cool.
That's right.
Well, what I'm talking about is days or weeks before the game.
Yes.
Just insults and things coming out. Yeah, can we brush it off? Absolutely.
Right.
It doesn't affect us in that way. But what makes you think that after that, I want to shake your hand?
Right.
My mama told me a long time ago, baby, your respect and your word and who you hang with is the most important thing you can have. And respect being one, meaning you're going to respect me before and you're going to respect me after, because this game is a collision sport. This is not a contact sport. This is a collision sport. People can get hurt out here for what they're doing. We work tons of hours, especially the athletes trying to get to the next level. Respect each other.
That's right.
You know, and that's just my sin on it. I would love to hear y'all comments and what y'all think about it, but I just think, outside of it, that's hazy to me, because that's more of an attack on the person than it is the actual,
And there was even an incident during the game with Travis where, the quarterback kind of gave him a little, you too small.
You too small.
And I'm like, Travis Hunter. I heard what Prime said. Prime's right. That's Travis Hunter. And let me tell you something, guys. I'm going to tell you right now. You can say what you want to say. Travis Hunter is a good dude. He goes about his business. He doesn't bother anybody. He plays. Now, he'll smack talk a little bit during the game with the other guys, a little bit. I haven't really seen a lot of it, but I mean, people come at him and he'll kind of respond, just little friendly stuff. Nothing crazy.
No, nothing crazy, man.
But like I say, this guy handles his business. He's professional. He doesn't get in any trouble out off of campus or anything. He's what
the man literally fishes, plays his PlayStation,
and hangs out at home.
Hangs out at the house.
Yes. That's what he does. And
football.
Plays football. Plays football,
football.
Does it, and does his schoolwork.
That's all he does.
That's it.
And he's Takis for some reason. I don't get that. But he's Takis. He's young though. He can eat Takis.
And like I say, he's just a great kid, and for you to make any kind of gesture at him, I mean, listen. Hey, if you, I call him like a rattlesnake. If you play with a rattlesnake long enough, you're gonna get bit. And with him, you're going to get bit more than once.
Yeah,
I can tell you right now.
And I got a slightly different take on it. Because I don't care if I'm playing against Michael Jordan, who I know can whoop me. I'm going to talk. Because that's what's in me.
That's right.
When their quarterback did that play and did the you too small, I'm putting that in the heart category. That's in the game talking trash.
Right.
Here's the one I got the problem with. I got a big problem with this one. The very guy that broke the rules and hurt Travis last year, that Travis did the olive branch to and went bowling with, when Travis scored a touchdown this year, he still hit him late again.
That's right.
Number 11.
And he's the one that bumped Jay Field.
Yeah.
And I thought the same thing. I like, listen, Travis Travis kind of saved you when it gave you an olive branch, and you were getting a lot of hate on social media.
Oh, he was getting big hate. Travis like literally saved him. Like, no, we cool.
Travis saved it and said we cool. Did a little podcast with him, I believe, and really showed a lot of class with that.
Yeah.
A lot of people wouldn't have done that.
You go back and watch the play. Travis caught the ball 2 feet down, back pylon, and it got
He
lowered.
got him a little. He got him one in.
Yeah,
I saw it. I noticed that.
Like why, dog?
I noticed that.
Why?
I noticed that. But yeah. But like I say, hey, that's part of it, and that goes on. But, rivalries can bring out some things in people, and sometimes when you feel like maybe your program isn't getting enough attention, you try to do something to bring attention on yourself. And I mean,
Mama say all attention ain't good attention. They sure got some this week.
And the thing about it is the attention that we get is, I mean, listen, our head coach is one of the most 20 recognizable people on the planet. I didn't know that, but I read that, where he's one of the most 20 recognized people on the planet.